Hey everybody, welcome to Fatso Radio. How you doing? My name is Carlo Volpe. And this episode of Fatso Radio is brought to you by Volpe Martial Arts. Volpe Martial Arts is KW's hottest, newest Kung Fu and Happy Old School folks. My brother, Sifu Adam Volpe, brings you his lifelong passion, lifelong experience, and just love of the martial arts to your door. To his door. Virtually, we were going virtual during the lockdown, but now he's open again. So check it out, volpemartialarts.com. Folks, this episode, another Friday come to you. Can we do overs? Can we do overs? How's that work? Can we fall off? What happens if we cheat? What happens if we make a mistake? Are we human? I'm human. I know you're human. Let's kick it. Thanks so much for listening, folks. Thanks for your likes. Thanks for your subscribes. I love you. Thanks for sharing everything. Lily, let's take it away. Fatso Radio.
Fatso, the really good podcast show.
Fatso, our very first podcast show.
Yeah. Hey everybody, welcome to Fatso Radio. How you doing? My name is Carlo Volpe, and it is my pleasure to come to you each and every Friday night, folks. And tonight is no different. Not July. We're in August, folks. August 5th. Ooh, August has always been my favorite month. It's my birthday month, August 18th coming up. Don't forget. But also, I've just always loved August because the weather's always been usually the best, maybe July. Actually, these days, it seems like it's more May and June. But anyway, August, I love. The season is usually warm. It's my birthday month. A bunch of people that I know have birthdays in August. School was out. Summertime. I just love it. So, welcome to August, folks. Last week, and this episode is going to be maybe one of those funny episodes. Maybe not funny, haha, but funny like, this guy, I don't know what this guy's thinking. This episode is wondering if we can maybe do a do-over. Maybe not. But this episode is about screwing up, is about messing up, is about starting over, is about cheating or going off your plan. Or I've had other episodes like that. And I've had other times where I've said to you many times, don't plan your cheat meals. Don't anticipate a cheat. It's just really around don't plan any cheat meals, because if you do plan a cheat, then you're guaranteed to have that cheat, right? And you are guaranteed to then super overindulge. And the more you plan, the probably worse it's going to get. So while I say that, also have to humbly admit that I am human. Well, humbly, we're all human, right? And that's not a question. We're all human. However, I do have to admit, last week I said I was going to crush August. But I cheated a bunch of times. I had a bunch of stuff that I don't want to eat because it's not going to help me lose weight. But not only that, it doesn't make me feel good. Physically, for the most part, some of the stuff, even emotionally, it makes me feel a little weird. Or not emotionally, but I guess emotionally. But yeah, it's not as together when I eat these certain foods. And I want to explain that too. But this last week, I don't know, for whatever reason happened. I'm not sure what happened. It was a combination of my wife was on holidays, and I mean, I'm not going to blame her, of course. She's not going to listen to this anyway, so don't worry about it. But hi, babe. She was on holidays, and the kids were out of summer school. They were in summer school. So it was just one of those weeks, and I was working a weird shift this week where I was working a couple shifts. I went in a couple days. I went in at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., then I went at 6 a.m. So I've been right from the get-go of the first day. I ate some food, or even before the first day. Let me get into that. I think it was, I don't know, sometime on the holiday, my wife and I went out for dinner, and we went out, folks. I hope I don't lose all 4 listeners, all 4 viewers, because that would be a shame. Ma, Pa, who else listens? Lisa, who else listens? I don't know. Just kidding. But I had pasta. And before you delete me off of your podcast list and unsubscribe me, and by the way, thanks for subscribing, thanks for your likes, thanks for your comments and all that stuff. But before you do that, hold up. I had pasta. It was from an Italian restaurant here in Kitchener. The restaurant was Ennio's. Folks, I think I mentioned before that I grew up and it's basically 2 restaurants and a catering business, an Italian restaurant. The catering business, mostly catering food, Italian food. Pasta, meatballs, this homemade sauce, the whole 9 yards, folks, the whole 9 yards. And this pasta that I had was like a steak and shrimp blush, something magic in it, magic. And it's from Enyo's. It was fantastic. The spices were great. The salt was good. The steak was perfect. The steak was rare. The shrimp was perfect. Together was good. My stomach was 75 inches bigger by the end of the meal. And it was glorious. It was glorious. I'm not going to lie to you. It was fantastic food. I grew up eating Italian food, pasta at least 2 times a day, folks. And when I was playing football and playing other sports, I was eating it more than 2 times a day. I was carving up the day before a meet, a day before a game, the day before. We were ridiculous. This pasta was fantastic. It's not the best pasta I've ever had. I'm not an idiot. But it was fantastic pasta. Fantastic. My shout out goes to Anio's. Anio's on Fairway Road in Kitchener. Salute Anio's. Fantastic food. My wife had some kind of Alfredo, something or other. I don't know. It's pretty amazing. I'm not sure if I had it or not. I probably did. When you eat a lot of pasta, you go into a different place for a couple minutes. It's a place that I haven't been in a long time, folks. Oh, you go to this place where you're full, you're satisfied, right? But you're like a little bit angry with yourself because you know what you did. Anyway, it was delicious food, and I'm pretty sure I had dessert too. This is in for a penny, in for a pound, right? So this ended up being a cheap meal. Boom, it's just gonna do it. I'm not gonna plan it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pay for it anyway, but I'm gonna do it. And then I'm pretty sure the next day, this might have been a Saturday. Yeah. So basically the day after my podcast. So I said, hey guys, do this, do this, do this. Hey, I'll get this. And then the next day, I shit the bed. Sorry, I'm not perfect. I never said that I was perfect. And if you think I'm perfect, I'm sorry. So this was Saturday. The next day was Sunday. What did we do? Went to my dad's for supper. My dad lives in town now. Amazing, right? One of my 3 listeners. And so I went to eat supper at my dad's with my wife and my kids, and we had pasta. And it was fantastic pasta. And Ivana too. Hi, Ivana. Love you guys. It's fantastic. Fantastic pasta, meatballs, little like meat, like stewed meat in with the sauce. It's the best, right? Together. It's like, oh, I ate this much pasta. This much pasta. Not that much pasta. It was quite a bit of pasta, folks. When I was a kid, I used to eat salad bowls full of pasta because my parents didn't love me. That's not true. I eat that much because my parents did love me, but maybe a little misguided, but it doesn't matter. They gave me lots of pasta, and I ate a lot of pasta. And I didn't eat a ton of pasta at my dad's house, but the bowl he served it in, right? It's like when your 48 friends come over, have them have a couple scoops. Like it was that much food. So it was delicious. Ivana, it was delicious. It was delicious. 2 days in a row, just jammed, right? Just jammed. I don't even think we had dessert there, but it doesn't matter. Maybe we did. Oh, maybe ice cream or something like that. Oh, yeah, that's the thing. So when I eat the last day of pasta, and it doesn't go well with me, especially if you have dessert on top of it, right? So for me, so you might say, what's wrong with the pasta, Carlo? Okay, for me, the high starches is gives me like bloatedness and gas. The gluten in the pasta, maybe it's the gluten, maybe it's not the gluten. I don't know. I think it's the gluten. Gives me kind of bloatedness, especially if I eat a lot. It kind of messes up my digestion. And then on top of that, whatever dessert I had, I don't know, whatever. If it had pastries, probably made it worse. The next day at my dad's, I think I had ice cream. If I have a little bit, it's not a big deal. But ice cream makes it worse for me because ice cream's milk, and not a huge milk's not great for me, especially if I'm kind of off my diet. I find that milk's harder on me, interesting enough. And then Monday I started working early on. I got called into work, so I got work, or not Monday, sorry, Monday's a holiday. So Tuesday I got called in. It was early. I was supposed to go to work anyway, so it was like 4 a.m. shift. And then for Wednesday and Thursday, I got called in even earlier. So Wednesday came in at 3 a.m. And then Thursday came in back at, I think, 4 a.m. and then back at 6 a.m. this morning, all over the map. So on one hand, it was good because I would wake up, I wouldn't have a breakfast. I would just, take my salt pill, my thyroid med, take it and go to work and work all day. It was great. And then I came home, I would have a meal. But on the way home, almost every single day, I did have a chocolate bar. I did have a bag of one day I had a chocolate bar, one day I had a bag of peanuts, not a bag of peanuts, but like a chocolate covered peanuts or something. I don't even remember, folks. When I go into Sugar Town, it's it is a drug. I mean, I don't know how to explain it, but it is a drug. So, and you get into like this drug haze sometimes where I'm like, I don't know, I'm just eating this Snicker. I had a Snickers one day. I had a O Henry or Coffee Crisp, all of those, each different day. And then and then I had a Coke. I had a Diet Coke. Let me tell you something about Diet Coke. I haven't had Diet Coke in a long time because I don't know. I don't think it's that great for us, but it doesn't taste that good unless they've changed the taste of it. Diet Coke tastes like shit. Tell me if you if you like Diet Coke, let me know why you like Diet Coke compared to regular Coke and compared to Coke Zero and compared to basically any other liquid. Tell me why you like it because I think Diet Coke's not even sweet. I just think it's not bitter. It's not doesn't taste like water. I'm not sure what it tastes like. A little bit sour maybe, a little bit tangy, really fizzy. I don't know. I'm not sure why people drink it. Maybe they think it's healthy, but it's probably not healthy. It's definitely not healthy. Anyway, let me know why you drink Diet Coke. This is public. This tastes like shit too. I don't even want to advertise for it. Good. I'm not going to advertise for it. It doesn't taste good anyway, but it's refreshing, sort of, and it doesn't have any sugar in it, so whatever. Folks, this is one of those episodes where I'm just going to be honest with you. I shit the bed this week, like not literally because, or not, yeah, not literally because, I don't do that, but I just totally fell off my diet because it was not planned, and then even tonight, I'm going to be honest with you, folks. Even tonight, there was some leftover pasta, a little bit of leftover pasta from a couple days ago for the kids, and the kids were out swimming with my nephew and my sister-in-law, and they were all swimming. They had some pasta, whatever. There's a little bit of pasta left over. A little bit of pasta. My hand. If you can't see, if you're not watching right now, please do watch on YouTube. Subscribe, hit notification, so you'll get notified every Friday when a new episode comes out. But if you're not watching on YouTube, I have my hands out about what's that? 6? No, that's like 8 inch. What's that? About 2 feet? Just kidding. I don't know, maybe like 8 inches apart, 6 inches apart. And I had a little bit of pasta left. Years ago, but no problem. I would eat that like in a scoop or whatever. So anyway, I got tonight. I was like, there's a little bit of pasta. I want to finish whatever I want to cook with a little bit of pasta and see if it adds to the dish and see if I make it, see if I like it, see if it makes it delicious. It did make it delicious. I cooked up some bacon and some butter and some shrimp and some chili garlic sauce and a little bit more butter, and a little bit olive oil. And then I put that pasta in there. Let me tell you, I all worked in there together, cooked it down, simmered down, steamed it put it in a wok. Oh, folks, fantastic. I ate it. I even put a little bit of cheddar at the end there. Just a little bit. I don't know why. I was feeling a little silly. A little bit of cheddar in there. My daughter Lily loved it. She's like, "But that's pretty hot, Mama." Feels like it came out of lava. But she ate it. She loved it, and I ate it. Loved it. Smelled delicious in the whole kitchen. And there was pasta in it. I was gluten-free rice pasta. It's the kind of pasta the kids eat, so it's not as bad, and I don't feel super bloated. I do feel a little bit full, but whatever. But that was this week. So a cheat week, like I said. Why? I mean, if someone wants to ask you why do you cheat, well, then they're different. We're not all the same, right? Not all of us have struggles with food. Not all of us have struggles with alcohol or drugs or being a workaholic or gambling or sex addiction or TV addiction or phone addiction. Probably everybody has their phone addiction these days, but well, not everybody. No, not everybody. If you're smart, you don't. I'm not one of those people. Maybe I'm not addicted, but I use it a lot. But yeah, we're human, folks. That's what happens, and it's no big deal, right? But the idea is that we need to get back. We need to get back on track. We need to get back. We need to restart. And I've said this lots of times: how do you get back on track? How do you restart everything? But the idea is you need to get back on track. You need to restart, and you can restart. And this is the idea that you can restart anything. You can restart your diet. You can restart your health, right? You can really restart your. All of this is going to restart your health. Restart, and it starts, I think, with restarting your diet. Restarting your diet. I cheated. You cheat. We cheat. Everybody cheats. It's a fight. It's a fight that keeps on going, right? If you're like me, if you've ever battled with your weight, if you've ever battled with your weight because of overeating, carbohydrates, of overeating sugars of any kind, or maybe alcohol, or maybe whatever it is. Oh, it's kind of fly or something around here. But anyway, if you've ever struggled with that, then maybe this can you can relate to this. So it's about restarting, and it starts with restarting your diet, right? Restarting your health. Restarting your health also includes restarting your exercise routine, and this is a big thing for me because yes, I was working all week, so I wasn't lazy. I wasn't like just sitting on the couch all day long. When I came home, I didn't do much this week. I could have done more. But for me, there's that connection there between food and an exercise, or like food and motivation, and food and just your willingness to get up and go. Motivation, I guess, right? Or laziness, or lack of laziness, or your general energy levels. But restarting your health again is also part of like restarting your health from either you had an illness or whether you had an injury or something like that. That's a thing. Like I talk sometimes about the food I eat makes me feel like crap, or makes me feel my digestive issues, or just makes me, my joints might hurt, or a headache, or whatever the case may be. But when you're restarting yourself from an illness, you actually picked up something, or you're battling some sort of or sickness or something, and you're feeling better. It's a great feeling to kind of get back on track again, and a great diet, and a great clean diet will help you get back on track. Will absolutely be essential to heal and to recuperate, right? And getting back from injuries as well. So if you're playing a sport, or even just if you're an avid walker, or if you're just a regular human being that likes to move around, and you had an injury that's preventing you from doing anything, whether it's walking or not walking, whether it's rowing, or whether it's biking, or whether it's swimming, or anything like that, getting back, restarting your routine again is very powerful. There's a lot, for me anyway, and I know for a lot of other people that I know, being on track and being in routine and having a routine is powerful for them. And it makes a lot of other things fall into line, like kind of fall into sync, make them feel kind of better and happier overall. The other idea maybe is about restarting your relationships too. One of the things that has been happening over this last week, and even before this last week, the week before that, where I was at my sister's wedding, which was amazing. Alix and Jace, it was an amazing wedding, and we went to this remote cottage, and we boated in, and it was amazing. Vegetarian food. It tasted good. It made me feel kind of not so great. I had a lot of gas, but it tasted good. And that was one of those times where I got to spend a lot of time with my family, a lot of time with family that I haven't seen for a long time. And then this last week as well, I've got to spend some different time with my family. I always see my kids, and I always see my wife. My wife's working at home, and whether I've been working or not, this is my home, right? So I'm always coming back here, and it's amazing. I've always been surrounded with them, especially throughout this last couple of years. It's been kind of scary, and it's great to have family. It's great to have them, and it's this week has been different because it's been a different dynamic. Yeah, I've been working, but I've been getting home earlier than normal when I was working, and my kids are home and my wife's home, and it's great, whether they're running around or whether they're home at the same time that I get home. It's been great because it's a different dynamic. It's nice to see my wife off on vacation. My God, she works so much, and it's just nice to see her not have to worry about work, because she thinks about work a lot, and because she cares about her job, and she's a good employee. Like she's great. She's the beast. She's awesome. So that that's reminded me about maybe not about restarting your relationships, but when you were talking about restarting everything else, restarting your relationships or reigniting or restarting an effort maybe towards your relationship, maybe not starting a relationship itself, but yeah, restarting the efforts or restarting some things that worked or were healthy or were good for you or good for your relationship, or just even if it's something like spending more time, more spending better time, spending some planned time, spending some not planned time, some spontaneous time, just just do something, right? Just do something, put effort in, and that's in effort. Effort gets seen. It does. Sometimes it takes a while. Sometimes people need to be in the right place to see the effort. Um, but it definitely gets noticed. And even if it doesn't get noticed, even if it doesn't get noticed, it's valuable because to when you're adding love, you're adding energy, you're adding intention to something, whether it's the diet, whether it's your exercise routine, or whether it is your relationship. Um, especially your relationship, maybe not especially, but all of those. But when you're talking about it with another human being, they feel the love that you're adding to the relationship, and they feel, even if I believe that even if they can't see eye to eye with the person that you're having a relationship problem with or a struggle or a challenge with, but if you do love them and you truly love them, they'll see that and they'll feel that. And that is what oftentimes helps people to um, to meet halfway, to compromise, to not only that, but to see each other from the other shoes, or to try and walk a mile in the other person's steps, because or the other person's shoes, because um, when you do care about somebody, when you do love somebody, or when you do love people, that's what you do. That's how you show compassion. That's how you show love. That's how you kind of show appreciation, is by it, you know, acting as you would act if you were them, and acting like you would were their intentions, or at heart. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is that it's been a good week. It's not been an easy week. It's been ups and downs. It's been struggles, all throughout this last couple of years, and but it's been great because it's reminded me, even though I've eaten bad food, and I haven't felt that great, as far as physically, um, it's weird how it works. Sometimes when you're losing track of something, you get in focus of something else. But that's why I'm talking about getting back on track, restarting it again. No, we can't do a do-over. No, you can never do a do-over, but you can learn and you can take the next step and you can go, what's next, right? Restart the relationship if you can. Restart anything that needs to be restarted. Restart anything that needs to be healed and fixed. Do it. Add that love to it. Excuse me, folks. And do it in the name of love. I'm that lovey-dovey, hippy-dippy guy that's going to say love is the answer, and it is the answer. Love gives you patience. Love shows patience. It shows tolerance, and it shows the person that you're dealing with and all the people that you deal with that you have patience and you have understanding, in order to be understanding, to compromise, to meet in an amicable place. It mean in a place where it's beneficial for everybody, in a place where there's love and there's no hate, there's no discrimination or any of that stuff. So you just got to talk about it, right? Everybody needs a podcast. Everybody needs a chat. And let me know what you think, folks. fatsoradio@gmail.com. My name is Carlo Volpe. Thank you so much for listening. This episode and every episode of Fatso Radio is brought to you by Volpe Martial Arts. Yep, it's Volpe Martial Arts. I don't know why I said Volpe. Volpe. Let me try that again. It's my last name. I've been living this life for a long time. Let me try it again. My name is Carlo Volpe, and please check out Volpe Martial Arts. That's right. That's right. My brother, Adam Volpe's Sifu Adam, his Kung Fu and Hapkido martial arts school. It's amazing fusion, folks. Hapkido is a key Korean style of martial art, and Kung Fu, Chinese style martial art. The fusion is great. Volpe Martial Arts. Check it out, volpemartialarts.com. I love you all. Episode number 131. Let me know what you think. fatsoradio@gmail.com. Thanks for your likes. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for your subscriptions, your shares. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you will be notified. If you want to be on the show, let me know. Check it out. I love y'all. Happy Friday. Peace. Radio. Bye. That's going to say thanks. Thank you. Let's say bye to everybody. And we'll say thanks for listening. Say thanks for listening. Bye-bye.
Fatso Radio, the really great podcast show.
Fatso Radio, the really great podcast show.
So get your butt and get in your chair.
Don't eat your nails and don't pull your hair.
We'll talk about chicken or talk about steak.
We'll talk about fat, for goodness sake.
Fatso, the really great podcast show.
Fatso, our very first podcast show.